Summon. Flexing's over. We ready? What's sparking you two? Or better yet, no, rephrase. Mortal Kombat! I got to, I had to. No, the movie, oh my god, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I woke up early as fuck this morning just to watch this shit. I was gonna go to the theaters to look at it, but apparently I gotta go to work, so I wasn't gonna be able to watch it. And man, this movie is live as fuck. I don't know what the hell to say about this one. Like, they did a phenomenal job with this shit. Like, when I mean phenomenal, I mean shit, phenomenal elbow, like, type shit like AJ Styles. This, like, they did an extremely good job with this movie, especially by being something different. Like, you know, I mean, a lot of people was a little confused on certain things. People was hyped, no matter what. Like, people was hyped for it. But everything makes sense after you watch the movie. Like, everything. It's definitely worth watching. Beginning to end, it's, man. I mean, compared to, you know, the movies, you know, from the 90s, it's different. I mean, we in 2021 right now. If I'm correct, I think the first movie came out like in 95, maybe 94, somewhere around there when it came out. But the shit was, like, every character on there that they added on there was, like, they did a good job. They really, truly did a great job with the entire movie. Like, I mean, everybody already checked out trailers. Everybody, especially, I know everybody looked at the first scene, like first 7 minutes or some shit like that of the scene of the movie. But man, it's a whole lot more to it than that. Like, it gets deep for real. And man, I remind y'all, I might as well say this shit. You know what? No, I'm not gonna say it. As bad as I want to, I can't. I'm not. But anywho, this movie is like, how can I say this? They put a lot of action, like a whole lot of action to this movie. As I'm watching it or whatever, I'm seeing certain like moves and techniques that they was doing that were actually from the fucking game. I'm looking like, damn. I'm thinking I'm looking at a movie. I'm thinking I'm playing Mortal Kombat 11 and shit. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, Kane actually did this particular combo. Wait, I'm like, Kung Lao actually, like the poses, all that shit. Like, they did a good ass job with the movie. It's like, I mean, everybody know the history of Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? But they changed it. But for the better. Like, there's nothing more to say about that. They actually, because you know how some movies is, it's like, when most movies do something from a video game, it turns out to be trash. For real. Let's be honest about this. There's only very few movies that wasn't trash, you know, that came from a video game. Very, very few. But this one, I think this one by far the best one. Like, they was true to the storyline. They added some new shit, of course, you know what I'm saying? I mean, even though we know how Jack's arms truly got ripped, it wasn't from no damn Sub-Zero. It was actually through Ermac. But I mean, it gets crazy. That's all I can say. And man, the way they did Goro, oh god, they did the CGI on how they did Goro was amazing. Like, it's like I can't even explain. It's beautiful. Like, it's bringing tears to my eyes. Like, I swear if I didn't have to go to work in a minute, I'll mess around and play Mortal Kombat all day right now. Man, like the way they did the characters, the way they perpetrated those characters, phenomenal. Raiden, I can't remember most of the actors' names from each character or whatever, but they did a good job with each character. Like, chick who played Sonya, she was amazing. Everybody know how Kano is. We'll let y'all know now. Kano is still Kano in this movie. He's an asshole. He's literally the comic relief of the movie. Like he ignorant as fuck in every which way. But everybody know how Kano is. He been like that since from day one. Scorpion, of course. I'm not gonna say much about him, or I'm not gonna say much about Sub-Zero. Y'all know how both of them is. Y'all know their feud. It's been going on for years. But remember, everybody understand that this is a whole different sub. Like, this is the original Sub-Zero we talking about. We talking about Behind, not Kuai Liang. Everybody know what's going on between Kuai Liang and Scorpion. Like, they became cool. So everybody know that the original Sub-Zero was Behind. So you see where they little beef came into play from there. Who else I could say? Jax. They did some good shit with him. I ain't gonna lie. Like they put him to a whole nother perspective. Like, cause to be honest, in Mortal Kombat, from the game or whatever the case may be, they never show how he actually recuperated from his arms being taken away from him. They never showed it. So it was like they put a little perspective on that part, with that. And it was actually pretty good. I like how they did that shit. Who else was on there? Before I forget, oh my god, who is the chick playing Melina? Oh my god. Man, that's a thick ass Melina. I'm sorry. I'm letting it be known. Melina has always been that, deranged, fucked up mouth, sexy bitch. Like, she always been that. Everybody know that shit. Everybody know I don't give a fuck what people say on how I'm talking about this review. Everybody know that between the female ninjas, Katana, Jade, Melina, Scarlet, between all of them, Tanya, between all of them, everybody know that Melina is the one that's a little seductive on shit. She the one who's like, blood. That shit turns me on. Like, bitch. But we already know how crazy she is. But man, the person, I don't know who perpetrated her. I gotta look her up. That's a sexy ass Melina. There's nothing more to say about that. Too bad she didn't portray that sexy role though. But anywho, the person they had play as Shang Tsung, he did a good job as Shang Tsung. I just wish he could have did a little more, just a little more. Y'all go see what I'm talking about. The person who did Kung Lao, excellent. They did a good ass job. Like, the person who played as Kung Lao, he perpetrated him to the T. Like, completely to the T. The person who perpetrated Liu Kang, he did him extremely well too. Like, man, this shit is crazy. Then who else was on there? You had Cabal. They did him excellent. The spins. They did they did him pretty good. Who the fuck else? Surprising. Very, very surprising. I didn't know. Well, people might have already witnessed who it was, but I keep forgetting that he had this outfit in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, which was the worst Mortal Kombat game to me ever. But I had no clue that Reiko was in this fucking movie. That shit struck the hell out of me when I seen him. I'm like, Reiko was in here? Oh my god, what the fuck? But it wasn't the Reiko that we all knew from Mortal Kombat 4, apparently, which is sad. But they still did a good job with him either way. And there was one more other character in Natara. I don't even know why they put her in the goddamn movie. She only appeared in the one particular Mortal Kombat, and that was Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. And the storyline for her was trash. It was straight garbage can. So whatever, who cares? But now to the main character of the movie, Cole Young. They did a good job with him. They did. They put somebody different into the movie. Because you know how movies is, Hollywood is. They go to change some shit around, like how they did with Resident Evil with Mila Jovovich being the main character in Resident Evil. But fuck, it's just a trick. But anywho, they did a good job with Cole. I wouldn't be surprised if they make him as a character in Mortal Kombat for real, in the actual game, or make him as a DLC character. I wouldn't be surprised if they did it, because his story is a little different, but at the same time, it was still worth checking out. I'm not gonna tell y'all what happened. I ain't gonna tell y'all that much. I'm only gonna tell y'all that by him being the main character, they did a good job with him for him to be a main character. Now, there's only one change I disapprove of, I don't agree with this movie. Now, in Mortal Kombat, everybody know if you play Mortal Kombat, you know, certain people was chosen, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was through their, you know, on how they was able to do things, why and what reason, why. So, apparently, the little dragon tattoo, yeah, they said that you're chosen. I'm trying to think on how to say this without me getting pissed the fuck off. But it is what it is. The movie is still phenomenal, it's still spectacular. They still did a good job with it. I just didn't like the fact that in order for you to be chosen for Mortal Kombat, you have to have that dragon tattoo. Normally, like in the original Mortal Kombat, y'all already know, it was like, you know, people came on a boat, you know, it was only a very few who had the techniques to actually grasp the fact that they could fight and whip ass. And, I mean, of course, everybody knew Liu Kang. He was the one who was like, you know, who fought all his life to like became who he became. But it was just a tad bit different with this Mortal Kombat. But at the same time, tattoo or not, whatever the fuck, marking, whatever it is, the movie is still great. There's nothing more to say about that. I don't know what the fuck else to call it or portray it as. Every character on there was phenomenal. Literally, every single character. Even the main character, which he had nothing to do with the Mortal Kombat games or nothing, they just added him on. But, like I said before, I would not be surprised if they put him in a Mortal Kombat game as a DLC character or something. You know, that's just like, who the fuck, what Mortal Kombat was it? Like Shinjinko from Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat Deception. Like how he became the main character of Mortal Kombat, but it was a fat ass reason why he was around, and it actually made sense. That's exactly what happened with Cole. Like it all bonded together and made perfect sense on why he is who he is and why he was around like he was. But man, y'all have to watch it. I'm not about to speak no more. The movie is phenomenal. Check it out as soon as possible. Go to the movies to see it, or if you're trying to fuck around in the movies, get HBO Max. Spend that $15. It's worth it. Spend that shit. Anywho, assassinate that like button. Please subscribe. Flames and Nova signing out.